Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Cousins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
On formation for the Vikings.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry in the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina.
The ball carrier.
Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's got some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll hand it down to Geis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Vikings 30-yard
from the 30 on 2nd down. Bridgewater trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
His pass.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down again.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. Touchdown, Carolina. Seth Roberts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to?
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. Cousins in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
1st down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
To the air again with Bridgewater. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen. Shake it off.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Now Cook here, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Throwing is Cousins. Is taken in one hand, and what a catch. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
And this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're...
That's caught inside the 20. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown. One play.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. The 20. 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
Panthers 26, Vikings 9.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Man open, that's Damian Radley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
At the 26-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
To Justin Jefferson.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's out to the left and complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down, Panthers.
Bridgewater on first down. Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception, Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is is now 7. 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Gain of 16 yards.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's brought down at the...
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 37.
Harrison Smith.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And a Panther first down.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He finds Roberts complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Flushed out right. Roberts has it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Seth Roberts, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And they got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as in pressure coming, coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater letting one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
Carolina.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now left side on the swing pass. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Bridgewater. It's caught by Roberts. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Stepping up, he'll try it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
I'd have to say,
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. The sideline throw that's caught by Moore. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Carolina.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
Bridgewater's pass.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
On the carry.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Bridgewater here to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Touchdown.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense. Tough. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Cousins. And here's another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Now Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Final score, Panthers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week.